we can see him, all right?
217 down 10.
217.
Why don't you guys come up to this barrier right here? Go ahead and put your butts against it.
634. Going to be on north at Buchanan with Wisconsin Auto.
And we have breaking news right now. This is a motorcycle pursuit near South LA. Gil Davis is live in News Chopper 4. Gil.
Kathy, you're not going to believe this. This is one of the more wildest pursuits that we've had. This is a quad runner here, but I can tell you that there was multiple vehicles being chased. In fact, there were motorcycles, multiple motorcycles being chased by the CHP. Now, this has been going on for the last 15 minutes at least, but you can see this chase continuing here with one of the vehicles, or that quad runner with two people on board. Look at that, right through that stop sign going into the major here. This is going to be El Segundo here, eastbound El Segundo towards the 110 freeway. Look at that, high speeds right through red lights. And again, the CHP chasing multiple motorcyclists. In fact, one of them was arrested at Hobart and Florence. Now again, a very strange situation here going on with this chase. We're not sure how or why this began, but we understand that it was multiple motorcycles being chased at one time. And in fact, up the 110 freeway, and it got off on Manchester. They got off on Manchester. In fact, at one point they took what sounded like a pedestrian bridge, but the CHP has been on the vehicles so far. But then, again, this is a quad runner here, and just moments before you came to us here, there was a motorcycle with these two guys, and that motorcycle peeled off in another direction. So there was very much chaos here in this pursuit. It's a very strange situation. Look at that, wrong side of the road and now back on it. Very dangerous situation for those two.
We want to clarify, Gil, because it's a little bit dark on the screen there. There does appear to be two people on that quad runner, correct?
There are two people, yes, for sure. And look at that, going onto the wrong side of the road, again, blowing through multiple red lights. We've heard that throughout this pursuit. High rates of speed on the surface streets and on the freeway as well. So very crazy situation. I don't think I've ever seen a situation like this before.
A very dangerous situation, certainly. But you said now one of the motorcycle riders was arrested. Someone on a motorcycle earlier was stopped at, what did you say, Hobart and Florence?
Hobart and Florence, that's correct. It looked like, or it sounded like, at least on the radios, that they were chasing multiple vehicles. Look at that, hard on the brakes right there through that intersection, making a U-turn right there, but that CHP unit right with it. But yeah, and then they started to split off in different directions, like we just saw moments ago with the motorcycle that was involved with this quad runner peeling off on a different street. That CHP officer deciding to stick with the quad runner and continuing on here. But a very strange situation here and very dangerous for the drivers out here and these two on this quad runner.
All right, Gil, can you give us an idea right now the location? Which direction are they heading? Where are they near?
Let me get you in a street here. I believe this is still El Segundo westbound, approaching Broadway.
Okay.
And do you get the idea that, again, you said we don't know why this all began, but that possibly the CHP saw this and they were trying to just simply stop them? Or do you have any idea?
It's, you know, a lot of times, Kathy, I'm not sure why they try to make the stop on these groups of motorcyclists, but usually it's for exhibition of speed. You know, they're doing wheelies and stunts either on the roads or on the freeway system. But you know, that's a speculation at this point. Look at that, up on a curb, and then that CHP unit having to stop right there. But the airship overhead is tracking through what looks like a recreational center, a park. But again, this is the advantage this quad runner has that the CHP doesn't. They're not able to go to all the places the motorcycles can go. Again, here he goes right through a park. I got him at 8 o'clock, Mike.
They do have the advantage, but again, as you said, the airship is following and they have them lit up. And there he is right in front of another CHP officer.
Yep, a couple of CHP officers waiting there for that quad runner going through that park and then continuing on 10 o'clock and continuing on. There's another one coming up to an intersection, some kids on scooters and bicycles right through that at high rates of speed. It's just so dangerous.
And usually in situations like this, we talk about, can they do something? Can they do a spike strip? Can they do a pit maneuver? This is something entirely different that we're dealing with right now.
That's right.
All right, we lost Gil for just a minute, and he's back right now. We lost you for just a second, but we saw him make that turn right there to the left.
Gil, do you have any idea of how fast some of these, the speeds that they're hitting here?
Oh, he's going 50, 60 miles an hour on surface streets, blowing right through those stop signs and signals. Very dangerous, but, you know, the CHP doing a good job staying with this, and they have that airship overhead that's also tracking this vehicle here. But again, 2 people on that quad runner, very dangerous. They're not wearing helmets, it doesn't look like, so that doesn't help things. But again, we've never seen that. Look at that. They're leaning into that turn, both of them. It's unbelievable speeds there making that turn.
Yeah, at this point, you just have to imagine it's some sort of joyride. Are you getting any other indication of what has happened with the other motorcycles as we continue to watch this one? And look at that, CHP right there on their tail.
Oh, man, this is so wild. In fact, the driver, they're waving that CHP on, saying, come on, come and get us. You can't stop us. You can't do a pit maneuver. You can't do a spike strip on us. It's way too dangerous. So, again, look at that, the rider in the rear. Well, again, he's taunting officers. Look at that, waving at the officer, going, come on. Stop us, and they can't. That's the difficult thing. So, but as far as the other motorcycles, we've only heard of that one. Oh, look at it. He's trying to pull over. He's acting like he's going to yield, and he is. He's given up. Oh, down on the ground. It's over.
Wow.
That's it. They both surrendered. Wow.
We got that lights activated on this vehicle.
Unit traffic 1474, lights activated in the area of 57.
Step out! Step out! Step out! Step out!
Coming from,
Step out!
coming from the ramp like the 31st.
01, step 4.
All right, we're going through the motel parking lot in Cal Park. Going to motel parking lot to Cal Park.
Vehicle going through the motel parking lot in Cal Park.
All right, we're 1080. 1080 coming back to 127. Hang on 1 second. Coming back, we east on 127.
Vehicle is now eastbound at 127 from the motel parking lot.
127 eastbound, they're true, passing true. Speed is 75 miles an hour.
Step 4, vehicle is 127 eastbound at Troop, 75 miles per hour, vehicle 1 for armed robbery, at both Pontiac Grand Am, no license plate, male black.
Passing green, passing green.
Passing green.
Northbound from Halston, northbound from Halston.
Northbound from Halston.
Northbound on Halsted 126. Northbound on Halsted 126.
Northbound Halsted 126.
Northbound on Halsted 123. Northbound on Halsted 123. We're likely going to be bailing. Hold on.
Northbound Halsted 123rd.
Driving through a lot on 123.
Driving through a lot northbound Halsted on 123.
Eastbound 123rd from Halsted.
Eastbound 123rd from Halsted.
Eastbound 123rd, passing Union. Give me CPD, get him.
123rd passing Union, requesting CPD.
Passing Wallace.
123rd passing Wallace.
Northbound in the alley of Wallace. Bailing. Hang on, they're still in.
Northbound in the alley at Wallace.
We're going southbound on Wallace from 124.
Southbound Wallace from 124.
Westbound on Wallace from 124. Down the alley.
Westbound Wallace from 124 down the alley.
Northbound on Wallace from 125th. I'm alone with Chicago. What is Chicago at?
Northbound Wallace from the alley from 125th. CPD, all units are advised. Any units that can assist, they give us out 114.
Northbound on Union from 125th. All right, I got 117 back with me. Oh, shit! Chicago, give me fire! CPD just got into a 1050 with him. Give me fire out here.
You got one other one in there and this guy in the back. You got two more in here. Two more? Okay. 2 and 1. Okay, is that other one moving? He's moving in the back. Okay. Hey, you all right in the back? Okay, it's moving. All right, we got fire coming for you. Don't you fucking move. You got a gun in there. Don't fucking touch it. Yeah. Go. Don't fucking move. Stop moving. Don't you fucking move. Don't move. He's going back in. Yeah, in the back. You got everything. Don't move. Don't fucking move. Stop moving. Don't fucking move. It's on fire, bro. It's on fire. Hey! Hey! Hold on. Hey, squad car's on fire. We need extinguishers. All state units here, get extinguishers so we can put this car, the squad car out.